Hey, how's it going, everybody? 1.0 Exotics here. Just wanted to give you a quick run through on my tadpole care. If you guys are picking up any tadpoles from me, you can use this video as a quick guide on how to care for them. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the whole process. So right here are what some fresher eggs look like. See if I can get it to focus. There we go. These guys, when they first come out, they're going to come pretty much solid black like that, and as they develop over time, you'll start to see a black line form across them, and that black line right there, as you can see, will eventually become the tadpole. They are right along there, and the white or gray part below them is the yolk that they're attached to, giving them their nutrients. So as they absorb that, they will grow larger from there, and after a little while they will eventually become full tadpoles, and they won't have much movement to them at first, but trust me, they are alive. They broke themselves out of the little egg casings over here. That one there still might need a little help, but looks like they are doing absolutely perfect. So we're going to set them up, and I'll show you a little bit more of their maintenance process. They're actually super easy. I personally like to use these, I believe they're 16-ounce deli cups. I take the lid, poke a couple holes in the top. This is what we're going to use to transfer these guys into, and fill this up with some tadpole tea. Tadpole tea is just going to be some tap water mixed with some dechlorinator. That dechlorinator is going to remove all the chlorines from within, make it safe for the tadpoles. And then I've mixed in some Indian almond leaves, which you'll want to do to give the tannins to the water this rustic looking color. That'll be some natural antiseptic and antifungal for them. Next thing you're going to want to do, tear off just a small piece of Indian almond leaf. I'm going to pour that in here. Set that in here. That's going to give them a place to hide. It's going to release some more of that tannins and just give them a healthy uh, environment to thrive in and to start in. This isn't necessary, but I like to do it. I think it helps. This is, I believe, some Java moss. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not the best with my moss, but I rip off just a little chunk of that, throw that in here. That'll help keep the container slightly more clean, as well as give them a place to feel a little more comfortable and secure. Next, what I do here is I take a spoon, whatever clear plastic spoon, see, I'm not dead, and I just slowly, kind of gently coax them into the spoon. Come on, guys, there we go. There is one fresh little tadpole. Focus, focus, there we go. And on you go, my friend. This is then what I feed my tadpoles. He's probably not going to be eating much right now, but even when they're this small, I do take, they're hard to get just one, but I do take just one little piece of food. There we go. One small piece of food. I'm going to dump that right in there for them, him, her, and go from there. So that's about all I do as far as setup. I then will write the date across the top here, so then I know when I first put them in to just give me a better idea when to expect them to morph out. But as far as maintenance is concerned, this is one that I've had going here for a little while, a couple weeks. And as you can see, he is quite the active little tadpole now. But you can see him stirring up some of his little poop over there in the corner. So what I do typically for maintenance is, if you have a smaller pipette, that works too. Sometimes I just take these larger turkey basters, what I find personally the best, and come in here, and you're just going to suck up all that nasties, as much of it as you can, squirt it into a waste container, go through and do that to the whole container. And then after I've done pretty much the entire bottom of the container, gotten that fairly clean, I will then take out the remaining water that is left in here, almost all the way gone. Till there's maybe about a ½ inch left in there, just enough so you can kind of swim around. And that is pretty much what I do every 2 to 3 days for my tadpoles. They will then grow typically over 3 to 6 weeks before they start morphing out into full froglets. After I've changed, sometimes you need to replace the leaf, sometimes not. These ones I actually did just a few days ago. So I will then fill this back up with some fresh tadpole tea. He goes a little nuts, but it's fun to see him get more energy, more muscle built up as they're able to swim against you. But I do that every 2 to 3 days for the tadpoles until they slowly begin to morph legs. As they begin to morph legs, I will lower the water in here about half as much, and then we will set the containers at about a 45-degree angle to give the frogs any room to climb out of the water if they need to. From there, they will then go onto land and become frogs. And yeah, watch them grow, watch them become all the cool colors and possibilities that they could be, all the cool patterns. That's the most fun part, I think, of the entire process. So I'm going to finish setting up the rest of these little guys here. Trust me, this is not all of them. There's a container of, gosh, 10 or 12 down to my left over here. So I appreciate y'all for watching. And if you would like to comment down below, green Sipilowinies. It's a funny little name, but that is the common name for the dart frog species that we are working with here. So if you made it this far in this video, please comment that down below, and I will catch y'all in the next video.